Have you ever been to jail?
No,
Oh,
no.
I liked when the giant redheaded officer like locked himself in a room with me and he's like, "Here's your clothes to change into." I'm like, so you want me to be like naked all the way? Because like, I mean, I'm not wearing much. He's like, "Yep, take it all off." I was like, "All right, buddy."
That's cool.
Like, stay back, maintain distance. But I guess enjoy the show. It was that was a strange experience for me.
Did you lock eyes on him the whole time, or
Oh yeah,
okay?
yeah.
I
Because
guess
I
you want
don't
to know where he's
like.
looking.
I don't give a shit. Like I don't care.
Yeah,
If someone
we
sees
know
me
that.
naked, yeah, it's like if you want to see me naked, I guess like it's fine. Sure, like, okay, but the whole jail thing was just it was really surreal. Because like it
Did you
sucks.
steal anybody's orange juice or have
No,
yours?
dude,
Stolen?
I wasn't around anybody. I was
Uh,
alone the entire time. So the way it works in our jail is there like is a central area and then the cells come off of that. And so and wherever I was, there was only one other cell. So there was my cell, the central area, and then another cell. The central area had like the TVs and the phone that you could use.
mm-hmm.
But here's the thing, my door was closed and I didn't even know I could open it. But you could just open your door and go into this little like room, I guess.
Oh,
Because the other guy, his name was Derek. And he had all of like, so they give you this big basket full of clothes.
okay.
And it's like way too many
Like
clothes.
a fashion show.
Yeah,
jail?
you got like you have your jumpsuit. You're required to wear your jumpsuit, but they give you like a sweatshirt and like a t-shirt and like underwear and then like pants. But like they wanted you to have enough layers to be warm or whatever. But I hate being warm, so I'd like just naked get into the jumpsuit because what the fuck. But this other guy, he like wore the jumpsuit and then he took all of the other clothes and wrapped them around his face like a Fraggle Rock monster.
That's
like their
cool.
sleeves and yeah, and he would like move around and like shake like the like Falcor from the Neverending Story. Like
yeah,
it was weird. And he was just like,
you have a reason for that, or was it insanity, or
I didn't
a cool
talk
new
to this,
trend?
I didn't talk to this guy, Dick. He just walked around his like he kept walking around his
You had
cell.
other stuff on your mind, probably.
I just slept. Like I slept the entire time. But he was just pacing around and like every time the cop would come in, he's like, Derek, I need you to go back in your room. It's like Derek would walk into his room and the door would close and the cop would hit the lock button or whatever. And then he'd come in and like, you know, hand out a piece of paper or lunch or whatever. But it's really strange though, because that was my experience, but other people had a completely different experience. But I wasn't around anybody. I just stayed in my room and like laid down. I was like, well, what the fuck else am I going to do?
Yeah.
You don't have the internet. They're supposed to give you this little texting device that you can like add minutes to, and you can like use some level of internet and people can contact you. They just never gave me mine. But they have a handbook, but the handbook is accessible only by QR code that you have to use the texter device to like scan. And like you have to agree to abide by the handbook, but they didn't give you the device to read the handbook. And I was like, well, I agree to abide by it, but I don't know what it is.
If I was in jail, seeing that QR code would be the worst part of the day. When whatever happened to send me to jail or whatever reason I was there, looking at a thing and seeing a fucking QR code in jail of all places would be the worst part of that day.
So now, when I was there, this actually made me really sad. I'm there, I'm getting booked, and I'm like having Fourth Amendment and Sixth Amendment arguments with the old guy at the jail, which was fun.
Yeah.
Like they were friendly. But there's a guy in the cell right by where I'm getting booked, and he's yelling the entire time. He's like, when y'all gonna let me out? Man, he had some N-words in there too, but he's like yelling about it the whole time. He's like, when are you gonna let me out? They told me I get to go. Like, well, you didn't comply with telling us your name yesterday. He's like, that's because you had the wrong guy, like they said today, which is why I'm getting out. And seriously, the cop looked at him. He's like, I'll get around to it. He's like, bro, I got shit to do. So they got the wrong guy. They legitimately had a misidentification.
The wrong guy.
They arrested the wrong guy.
Oh,
they held him overnight. The judge says this is the wrong guy. He gets a release order. And they say, we'll get around to releasing you eventually.
What the fuck?
that made me sadder than anything because I'm like, bro, this guy literally got falsely arrested, held overnight, and their answer is, well, you were an asshole yesterday.
Yeah,
Guys, he
that's
got
all they
falsely
fucking
arrested.
care about. Yeah.
You were an asshole yesterday, so we'll get it. He didn't get out for another 2 hours after that. And he had already been waiting before I got there.
That should be all you need to know about this system and the people that get taken in by it and how they're taken in and what happens to them and why.
And they're just smiling at him because I think they learned his name is Dave or something. They're like, well, you should have said your name was Dave yesterday. And he's like, y'all wouldn't have listened. You had the wrong guy the whole time.
That sucks.